Hey, Jim Parquet here with VPX Baseball, and today I want to talk to you a little about your posture and stance and how that's going to affect everything else that comes into how you're going to hit that baseball and become an impact hitter, right? Here at VPX Baseball, we don't just teach you how to hit, we want to develop impact style hitters who can stay in that lineup at the top levels of the game, whether it be on the top level of youth, high school, college, or pro, right? And in order to be an impact style hitter, you've got to do one thing. That's put runners across this plate and get your butt onto base, right? So one of the things that we have to do in order to be successful here is have a great starting position. I mean, what I always say is this: if I'm going to sit down, the lower my starting position is, the harder it is going to be to sit, or more importantly, the less efficient I'm going to be. And that is where we deal in hitting, is efficiency, right? There's a lot of mechanical stuff out there, and that mechanical stuff might be great if I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing, or if I'm trying to section out one aspect of my swing. But the problem is, you've got swing training and you've got hitting training. At the end of the day, where we all trying to get to, not to be great swingers, we're trying, the end result is to become a great hitter. In order to be a great hitter, you have to have a good swing, you have to have certain steps, but at the end of the day, it's one complete package built within your hitting approach that competes against not only the pitcher and the game situation, but that specific pitch in that specific frame, right? So your posture is very important in that. It should put you in a great position to hit the baseball, which obviously involves swinging your bat, right? So if I'm going to sit, this is not efficient, right? This would be efficient to sit down, okay? You can utilize that in any aspect you want, correlate it to stuff, but we're gonna talk that portion here on your posture, okay? So first things first, this guy is in every major league lineup. You see him, he gets in here, does his thing, bam, bam, bam. He doesn't just get in here and start this. A lot of the guys do this, and the reason why they're doing this and they're sitting is because they're centering all their weight over the back of their butt. The reason why we want that is simple, is to make sure that we are hitting through our heels, number one. Two, we're not consciously creating holes, because the more I go this way, the more the pitcher can exploit this way, and the more it causes my swing to get out to in, which is obviously what we don't want, right? Because we want to keep our hands in and then be able to manipulate the barrel and drive that baseball. The second reason why this guy is in every major league lineup, and you see a lot of guys doing some form of this before they start, right? Boom, right here, okay? Is to ensure that my athletic movement and how it's going to load out into my front foot strike and hip rotation, all of that, is athletically balanced. I can't get in here and just start like this and be athletic. What I want to do is work backwards. It's like a pendulum swing. Let's get the ends going, and then let's start getting into where I actually do my work and become an impact hitter. So start right here, okay? Feet are underneath you, all right? And then from this position, we can kind of sit and then adjust the upper body. And you see that a lot with hitters, right? Whether they're open, whether they are this guy, however it might be, they get in here, they stand kind of tall, right? They don't get in and start squatting. They get in here, they're nice and relaxed. This is a pro hitter. See a lot of Instagram stuff and TikTok where they're joking around about pro hitters because they get in here, they're just like this, all loose and whatever. Reason why is because I want to just be nice and tall, relaxed, okay? Feel my body, feel it, right? And then from that position, I can find the fine tuning of the upper half and where I'm going to grind into my legs to give me the best athletic opportunity to move into my swing, right? So I'm going to take you on over here. We're going to talk about this a little more, okay? I'm going to demonstrate and kind of show you some of the stuff. Sean Taunt is here with us. He's an NCAA baseball coach. He's going to help out right? With our with Feed Me a Little. And so let's start with this. Work ground up. That's hitting, right? Anybody that tells you otherwise, they don't know as much as they should know in order to train you. Hitting and pitching, baseball, athletics is ground up, okay? So, do you see this guy very much? Maybe 2 strikes. Spread out because you're trying to chop, place the baseball, barrel manipulate a little more, but you're in a defensive mode, and that's not where we are as an impact hitter, right? If we get into those 2 strikes, we probably haven't done our job as a hitter to put in a quality at bat. Not saying you can't hit like that, but what I'm saying is you probably haven't put in the quality of bat that you need, okay? This guy right here is not here, or not in that lineup. And the reason why is because I've already taken up most of my range of motion. I don't have much to work with, because I'm not gonna be like this and I'm not gonna be like this, right? That's not athletic. This right here with my feet underneath me, supporting the upper half so that it can stay more upright, gives me more range of motion in order to be able to hit this baseball and be successful, okay? Then, from this position, we can be here, we can kind of sit and feel where that center of gravity and that balance force and fulcrum leverage starts to feel comfortable and get into our heels, right? Not our toes, but our heels. And then I'd like to see you start to wiggle your feet a little. That really centers you back into your heels. Then from this position, you can kind of adjust. Maybe I move into the middle of my feet. Maybe I drop a little. Maybe I sink a little. That'll be up to you to decide, but the ultimate goal is trying to keep your feet underneath you. Don't waste all of your real estate or your range of motion early in your stance so that you have a good loadout. And then make sure that you are just athletically balanced to do one thing. Great hitters do this, right, Sean? They command the barrel of the bat as much as they can, here, 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 here. And the guy who commands the barrel of the bat, not the handle, which is bottom hand, but top hand, barrel of the bat, is the one that's most successful. Am I right?
That's it, and can get the barrel to anywhere. Absolutely. The most feared guys are the guys that, if you miss, the barrel's going to get there. Guys that always consistently barrel baseballs always find their way into the lineup.
All right, so I'm going to give you the starting position. Sean's going to get up here with this, and I'm going to kind of show you some things. We've got our reader here, and okay, got our reader here, and I'm going to show you. This guy who sits too much, okay? Basically, I might be prepared for this low, but anything that moves a little higher or starts to get in, it's gonna be a little tougher for me, right? And so when I swing here and I'm more into my legs early on, I'm gonna get flat, okay? 38, I'm gonna try to, for intents and purposes here, try to make it to where where I'm putting in the same amount of effort, all right? Same thing, here we go. Okay? What I feel is I get too much this way when I'm into my legs more, right? Now, if I stay tall and keep my legs underneath me and be that pro guy that's just right here, let's see what happens. I feel more powerful. I went up about 15 miles an hour on barrel speed, right? This is calculating the barrel coming across, not the ball, right? This is not hand speed, this is barrel speed because we command the barrel. Here we go again. I'm gonna stay a little taller, get into kind of where I feel comfortable right here. Okay, see the pitch, okay, 60. I'm trying to keep my effort level the same. Now if I go here and I really grind on it, okay, I'm gonna get into this, I'm gonna squat, I'm gonna drop my height, which is, you're reducing a lot, okay? Okay, try to really swing on that, 45. I'm gonna do it again, okay? I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna really try to swing hard, okay? Now you can't see it right now, but the ball is veering off because when I am locking my lower half too early, it causes me to rotate too early, right? Okay? Now watch what happens when I do this. I stay nice and tall, easy. 64. We're going from 40s to high 50s and 60s just by creating height. And it's really simple. Science says that if you want to create more power, whatever, create leverage, right? Height is leverage. Hence, that's why you're seeing the barrel speed get higher, okay? The next one is going to be me wrapping this way, okay? Or going out. So I'm gonna bring you on this side. Actually, Sean, you can come on over here. Let's bring that over here. And I'm gonna show you how dipping or staying too dull affects your swing, okay? So, the first one is gonna be this. I'm this guy who gets in here like this, right? You're gonna see my barrel come out wide to in, right? That was a 51. We're gonna go this way, and I'm gonna try to hit it the other way, okay? It's really hard, and the reason why it's really hard is this. Because what I have to do in order to do this is I have to get here, if I'm gonna keep my hands in, and then at the moment, I've gotta push the baseball, or I'm just going to hit the baseball with barrel lag and barrel drag, okay? If I try to hit this up the middle or pull it a little, I have to come out to in order to do that. Because what I've done effectively is I've taken all my weight and put it over the plate, which exploits this inside and gets me in this rounded pattern on a straight pitch, right? The other thing it does is, again, we're trying to command barrel weight. This barrel weight, the more I go here, is gonna start out here. This is not athletic. This would be athletic because balancing this bat is gonna be out here. That's where that's balanced. The more I get in here, you see that? How it drops it, okay? Compared to stands it up. Drops it, which would be that cut, which we don't want, to stands it up, which is what we want, right? Now if I get too straight, and I'm this guy who just kind of swings like this, because you see him a lot, it's off the end of the bat, right? I could put it back in my stance and stand tall, okay? But if I stay away from the ball too much and I don't use my legs into my loadout properly, watch what happens. I'm staying inside the baseball too much, all right? So in review, you want to keep your feet athletically underneath you. Don't be so wide because then you become too rotational. You've used up all of your real estate and range of motion, okay? Second one is be this guy. Just get in here, be this guy right here, stand tall, boom, right here, and then adjust to where you need to be. But just know, the more I go this way, the worse I'm gonna be. The more I go this way, the worse I'm gonna be. You're gonna have to find that comfort zone. But in the end, if you can get it done and you feel pretty good about it, I'm gonna be right here. And there it is, okay? Last one for you. Staying nice and easy with it, okay? Feet underneath me, relaxed. Okay, here we go. Thanks for watching. We've got a bunch of other videos for you here at VPX Baseball. We got a full line of products to help you get to the big leagues.